So, there's a song.
Okay.
Let me see if I can bring up a transcript of the song. Type in, No, stop. I'm trying to think what the hell it's called. I have it. Let me see if I can find it here. Oh, frick. Let me go to my music.
Music.
Okay. Holiday Road. Enjoy Yourself. Type in Enjoy Yourself lyrics. So, this song is about, doing as much as you can while you're young. Okay. Instead of what, because sometime in the future you will be older, and you won't be able to do these things.
Yes, I agree.
However, and that is true. Maximize your time while you're young.
Yeah.
But I think the song is misleading. I think you should do it in moderation, unless you want to die young.
Yep.
And plan to die.
Go out strong.
No. But most people don't want to do that.
Most people don't, yeah. It's a shame.
Shut
then
up.
they die with all these aspirations that they never got to achieve.
Well, no, but not talking about not being able to achieve, not certain. I'm not talking about trips and ambitions, but the foods they eat, how much dancing they do, how many risks they take, driving fast,
oh, yes,
having sex with lots of people.
Or just
without,
things.
Huh?
What?
Nothing. No. But the song promotes that kind of thing. Do as much as you can while you're young, which is a fair point. But I think there's a point where if you do that, you're just going to wear yourself out, and then you won't have a long life. And let's say you wear yourself out so much that you can't actually even fulfill all your goals.
Fine. Yes, yes. Everything is done in moderation. I don't know really one thing that's, yes, go all out and just intake as much as you possibly can because it is not bad for you.
Air. Nitrogen.
Nitrogen poisoning?
No.
Oxygen poisoning?
Oxygen poisoning. You can't nitrogen poisoning. Nitrogen poisoning only happens when it bubbles out of your blood. Otherwise, you can breathe as much as you want. You just make sure you gotta have 21% oxygen at all times. Actually, no. I mean, you physically only take in so much nitrogen without destroying yourself.
So I feel like a lot of things.
But there isn't nitrogen poisoning because you can't.
What?
You can't poison yourself with nitrogen.
It's not. So if I look it up, it'll not be a thing.
You can't poison yourself with gaseous nitrogen. If it's in your blood, yes, that's the bins.
Gas. Poison. Exposure to nitrogen is dangerous because it can replace oxygen and lead to suffocation.
Yeah, but that's not poison.
What do you mean that's not? What's the difference?
Google what poison is, and that will tell you that it's not.
Define poison. A substance that is capable of causing illness or death.
I mean, I don't like that definition. I mean,
okay, fine. But under what definition are you defining poison such that it does not hold true?
Illness that causes death, not just causes death. Illness that causes death. Because there is no illness associated with choking on nitrogen. You just die. There isn't, even cyanide is poisonous because you do have some time before you die. You don't just insta-death. It's pretty much instant, but it's not. There's
So
still...
if you can get sick or die, I think it said or.
Or,
if you can get sick or die,
then a fucking
poisonous.
bullet's poisonous.
Yes. Anything.
But that...
If you can get sick or die, it's poisonous.
Which isn't a good definition, but we know the dictionary has poor definitions.
So you want to throw out getting sick?
No, I want to throw out insta-death.
Oh.
If something kills you instantly, how the fuck is that poisonous? It's just deadly.
I think that's still. I think at that point it's the same thing. I would use the term insta-death and poisonous interchangeably.
Yeah, I mean,
I would use it interchangeably.
Okay, it's
poisonous, like venom. They're
okay, but nitrogen.
Venom.
But no, nitrogen has no in between.
Actually, wait. I think isn't there a thing between venomous snakes and poisonous snakes? Isn't there a thing? I thought there was some little.
Yes, there is a difference between venom and poison.
Yeah, I don't recall.
There's a difference.
So you can't say certain snakes are poisonous. You say they're venomous?
Snakes are venomous. They are not poisonous. Insects are poisonous. They are not venomous. I think animals can be venomous, but they can't be poison. I don't remember. There is a difference. There's a
poisonous tree frog.
Yeah, like I said, there is a difference. I don't remember what the difference is. I think it has to do with the delivery method.
Oh, yeah, probably.
If it bites you, it's venomous. If it doesn't bite you, it's poisonous. I don't remember entirely, though. You can Google that, though. Yeah. That is a defined term.
I do recall that, yeah.
But nitrogen, though, there is no in-between. There isn't any illness. It's either death or you're perfectly fine.
This is a lot to read.
Yeah, you pulled up the New Jersey Department of Health and Senior Services.
I don't know. It was the first result. It was .gov. I figured, hey, they probably have some. This is also .gov. 78% of the air we breathe is nitrogen gas. Many people assume that nitrogen is not harmful. However, nitrogen is safe to breathe only when mixed with the appropriate amount of oxygen.
Well, yeah, that's exactly what I said. As long as you have 21% oxygen, nitrogen cannot kill you.
Well,
it's not like oxygen that actually will slowly kill you throughout your entire life. Nitrogen will never kill you. It's completely...
If it's always the same rate, how do you over intake?
Oxygen will kill you. If you...
Wait, are you talking about like hooking up a mask and forcing more oxygen in?
No,
How does that work by keeping the percentages the same? If you hold it at 78%, how do you over intake oxygen? Keep nitrogen at 78%, oxygen at 21%. How do you over intake oxygen?
Oxygen will kill you eventually.
Are we talking about just like after 100 years, or just like how are we defining slowly?
Yeah, in over 100 years.
Oh my gosh, it's not what I wanted to.
But nitrogen over 100 years will not kill you. It will not. It will not kill you over 100 years.
You would have died by something else first.
No, nitrogen can't. It cannot kill you.
Why?
It can't bond with anything. There's nothing for it to bond to. It won't bond to anything.
It can't rip hydrogen molecules away?
No, it's like breathing helium.
Well, helium is still bad for you.
If it replaces the oxygen, but if you replace the nitrogen with helium, there would be no difference. Now, I will say helium might be able to dissolve into your blood, and that might cause problems.
Because there was the kids who would do the balloon thing, with the...
That's because they huffed too much and they couldn't breathe.
Yeah, and so if you huff too much nitrogen, can you die?
Yes, because you asphyxiate.
So how are you saying...
Nitrogen doesn't bond with anything. The only way to die from
That's not what I'm saying,
you're dying from the lack of oxygen, not from the nitrogen.
That's not what I'm saying. Can you die from... I don't even know how you could even design such an experiment. Whatever.
Because you can't. If you can't. Because nitrogen will not kill you. It can't. It can't bond with anything. Unless, for whatever reason, your body is able to break down nitrogen gas. Unless you have, That's what I'm saying.
I don't even know how to look this
Because
up.
that's not poisonous. I don't think of that as poisonous. It's not like carbon monoxide that actually bonds with things and kills you.
Nitrogen is an exfoliant. It will snuff out a burning candle and extinguish life by displacing oxygen.
That's all it does is displace. That's not. But like a million gases can do that.
So it can cause death.
It causes the lack of oxygen.
Yes.
But that's not. But that in of itself does not make it deadly.
It replaced the oxygen.
How do I? It's the lack of oxygen kill you, not the surplus of nitrogen.
I feel like we're arguing two different things here.
Right. I'm arguing that nitrogen cannot bond with you, it will not bond with you, and therefore cannot kill you in that regards. Yes, you can asphyxiate because if there's no oxygen...
Let's just agree to move on, okay? Let's agree to move on, because we're getting nowhere. Where did you want to go with this?
I think the song and a lot of things in life they're too dangerous. Because we have global warming because of songs like that. Not because of songs.
What? Because of this song, we have global warming.
No. Because of the idea that this song promotes is why we have global warming in the first place. No one thought ahead. No one stopped and questioned what happens if we burn too much coal.
I mean...
So if you go full bore into just living life to the fullest, doing whatever the fuck, you will die. Short, sweet, yeah, sure, it'll be great, but you will...
You do kind of need the money to support such a lifestyle.
No, you don't.
I mean... it depends how you define live to the fullest, right?
Whatever you define as it. Now, you and I, we define it as kind of traveling, seeing the world, which, that can only be done so quickly anyways because you don't have infinite money.
But I'm just saying that, even with money, like, you can't live... There are only so many things you can do that don't require money, and even then, you still need money for food and water, so...
Yes, but there are still some
You can't live... So, I guess, if you just set all things aside... And just only the money you have is what you eat, and so you're basically just going to die of starvation. Then I suppose.
Well, no, I'm not. No, you're going too far. There are people in this world that they do not care about retirement. They don't put money towards retirement.
Yeah.
They are spending. They're living as fast and loose in their 20s as possible. And they have it because they just fucking whatever job they have just gives them shit tons of money. Or they live off daddy's money, usually.
Or they're just bad at budgeting. And they think that,
well, that too, and they're living off a credit card. But to them, it won't matter because they're going to die before they're 30.
Yeah.
Or look at rock stars. Live hot, die young.
Yeah.
Which is what a lot of them do. But what I'm saying is, it's this attitude that things like the song... promote that is dangerous for society. We know this.
I feel like a lot of people know this.
But they choose to ignore it. Why I'm saying,
what
even though as much as I enjoy this song, it irks me a little bit because, well, it's becoming less and less, kind of. It's becoming less and less, kind of. It's weird, right? Our kids our age are caring more and more about the environment. More and more of us are caring about the environment and caring about the future. But at the same time, we are also ignoring the future by saying that let's just end humanity now. I'm not going to have kids, which is a horrible idea. And that we need more humans so that we can solve the problem. And if you say, well, the problem is more humans, I'm like, yes.
There's more humans. Well, I don't think it...
More minds can fix the problem faster.
But at the same time, how long does it take for such minds to get to the age upon which they can fix the problem and not just making things worse by requiring more resources?
Here's
to sustain such minds.
Here's the thing. I think humanity, I think environmental catastrophe is inevitable at this point. I think we are past that point. There's nothing we can do. But that doesn't mean that we have to let it wipe humanity off the face of the planet. Because even though we won't be able, there's not enough time, that doesn't mean that we can't keep trying to get as many minds on this as possible so that we can then mitigate the waves that happen after the impact. That way we can figure out how to then, we can keep growing, but then fix the problems that we've created.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people agree with that.
But the extreme environmentalists don't see it that way. They just think if we just stop as many people as possible, the least amount of carbon emissions as possible, that's the way to fix it. And it's just like, that's not the solution. That's a bad solution. Ending humanity is a bad solution.
Extreme. There's not a lot of people at the extremes.
Yeah, but people want to listen to the extreme. But actually, it's not even that, because like there's.
Well, you just said the extremes.
Well, yeah, but it's like, but the attitude is trickling in to people just not wanting kids entirely, which is also an economic thing.
Well, I don't think it's completely environment why they don't want kids. There's lots of reasons why people don't want kids.
Well, it's also becoming an economic thing, and I think
it is very expensive to have a kid.
Governments.
It is very expensive.
Elon's method for the solution, his method is bad, but his logic is sound.
I have no idea what his method is.
Having sex with lots of women without protection so they get pregnant.
Wait, how does that help costs? Oh, because now there's
more babies.
But does that how does that make having a kid become cheaper?
No. I'm not talking about making it cheaper. I'm saying that we need to promote having kids. Elon's method for having more kids is wrong.
Oh, I thought you were talking about method for like lowering costs or whatever.
No. I haven't even gotten to that point yet. I'm just talking about the method for having more kids.
Yeah, which is protection. That you'll have more kids.
Yeah, no, but like he's having
protection, you'll have more kids. But
that's not what he's doing, though. He's having sex with random women.
I mean, that'll work too.
But that's not. You can't do that.
It'll work.
Yeah, but he's not taking care of them and the kids.
It'll work.
But it's not right. I'm trying to tell you there's a right and wrong way to do this.
I'm not arguing right or wrong. I'm arguing does it work in practice.
I told you it worked. I just told you it was a bad idea. Because it's wrong.
It's not wrong. It'll work.
No.
Okay. We're not arguing morally. We're arguing can it work.
Actually, it still probably won't work. It's actually a burden on society. Unless you're a billionaire that can just pay for child support and all that shit without blinking an eye. Sure, that method will work.
But you will still increase the number of kids. Now, there may be more deaths in the process, but...
No, but those kids will be a detriment to society. They won't actually pan out to be anything worthwhile. If you're going to do this, your kids have to actually make a meaningful impact to society. We're trying to raise brains, not idiots.
I'm sure everyone hopes the best for their children.
When I say let's have more kids, I'm not saying have a bunch of idiots, which is part of the problem is a lot of people are waiting till they're older, which you should not do.
So what's your excuse? Why don't you have 20 kids?
What do you mean?
Your life is running out.
I'm talking about the people I'm talking about the people that they intentionally choose. I'm not talking about the people who just have bad luck and just bad looks. I'm talking about the people who have good genes, good looks, and decide no, not to pass those on and to not grow society.
What is considered too late in your opinion?
35. That's when eggs start. The probability of having.
I'm sorry, I don't know. I don't keep that.
Actually, it's 30.
I do not know that.
Once you get past 30, the likelihood of your kid having autism increases. Now, you can have a kid when you're 30 to 35, and you can have a kid between 30 and 40. It's perfectly fine.
You can have a kid between.
It's fine.
Between what is it?
You can have a
I
kid
guess 14 to menopause or whatever.
You can have it after menopause.
No, I thought that means stuff shuts down.
I mean, some women still get pregnant when they're like 60.
Do they fully achieve menopause?
I don't know how it works. I'm not a doctor, but
I just thought menopause meant things shut down.
Well, yes, but it's not.
Shops closing down.
But it's odds based, sir. It's probabilities.
Shop got bought out.
The probability of getting pregnant
the shop
drastically decreases, but it's not zero. That's what it is, and that's anything with the human body. The chances are low, but not zero.
Yeah. Actually, I just heard...
Unless you have no nuts.
I just heard that there was
absolutely zero chance.
I think there's 10 recorded cases now. A woman who got pregnant after they were already pregnant. Like the like a week, 6 days or something. They got pregnant. 6 days later, they got pregnant again.
Their body produced another egg?
No. Yes. I'm sorry. Yes. Their body produced another egg.
So does the one kid just get born a week early?
I don't know. Oh, I think usually they try to wait it out. Because usually they're born so close that it's like...
Well, how do they determine that?
Well, by how much is developed. Usually I think 7 months is the minimum.
Yeah, but how do they know it's not just a twin?
What?
How do they know they're not just twins?
I forget how they did it. I think they went in and they were like, "Yep, you're pregnant," and then there was just one there. I don't know how they confirmed it somehow. They actually confirmed it.
Okay, I'm just curious how they did that.
I don't recall.
It's very difficult.
It's been a while since I read it, but yes, they actually confirmed it, and I think there's 10 confirmed cases in the U.S.
But I feel like there's probably way more. Like, how many twin cases do you think there are that's been true?
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Probably way more
well,
than
they'd be fraternal twins, but yes.
Well, not necessarily. Well, yeah, but
they have to be, right?
Yes.
Because they had two eggs, two sperm. Not the same egg split in two.
But how would you... But you wouldn't necessarily know all the time.
What?
Like... there's a pair of identical they were identical when they were younger, but they're not anymore. It is very possible that they were not actual identical twins to begin with. That it wasn't just one sperm, one egg. That it was in fact 2 eggs and 2 sperm, and it could have possibly been.
I don't know how they confirmed it.
No, I'm not saying like you. No, I'm just saying that I feel like there's more cases. There could be way more cases.
Yeah, it's possible. I don't know.
Than what's recorded. Significantly.
I don't know how they determined it. But yes, I suppose it is possible that there are more.
It is possible.
That's what I just said. I suppose
because I would assume that
I'm not saying that it is confirmed. I'm just saying that I suppose it's possible, yes.
Because the procedure would have to be somewhat invasive, I would assume. It can't just attest like a piss on a stick and be like, oh, there you go.
I don't know what they did.
But anyways, back to this thing though. It's it's a fun idea, the song, and it's fun to listen to, but it's just underlying it's not good to take it too far. And I feel like most people these days would take it too far. I feel like people have a habit of doing that.
Yeah.
And I think all around, I mean, do it while you're young, sure, whatever. But like at the same time, it's like, I don't know, because maybe I'm just a firm believer in retirement, and that once you retire, you should go and try and enjoy life then.
Oh, I don't know if you should wait that long.
Well, I mean, I don't want...
It's a long time.
I'm not trying to wait to retirement.
I have to wait another 40 years so I can enjoy life.
No, I'm not saying I'm like...
I don't like that.
No, I'm not saying do that. I'm just saying that you don't need to go full bore. Some things can wait till you're older.
What is defined as full bore? How do you define that?
Every waking moment of your life is devoted to doing this.
I don't know how many people.
Whatever you want.
Quite low, because if you say every waking moment, a lot of people do have jobs.
No, a job can be seen as a means to an end. The end being living life to be like this, And the job is a means to the end. It's a transactional relationship. Which is what most jobs are anyways. Most people don't enjoy their jobs. It's transactional. They're there for a paycheck and go home.
I exchange time of my life for money.
Yeah, but you enjoy your time at work, though. Some people don't see it as a transactional relationship. They actually enjoy their work, and the money is just a bonus. Non-transactional. It's an emotional relationship. Non-rational. Well, it's true.
I suppose.